we have a chilly fall day today. It's only about 2 degrees, but the sun is out and it's shining, and we want to get our third wall up today. So we're going to be working on the wall in the kitchen, which has a window in it, and that's right above the kitchen sink. So we're hoping to get that up today. We have been averaging about a wall a day. So hopefully we can get that done today and get another one done tomorrow, because after that we have a couple of days in the forecast that are going to be rainy, and then it looks like hopefully we're going to have a longer stretch of no rain for a bit, so we can get some walls up and get going. So we'll see how much we can get done. And then I just wanted to mention, some of you were asking why we went directly to the walls and didn't finish the floor first. And without diving too deep into that answer, we had planned that ahead of time. We are building a pier and beam home, so there's really no structural advantage to us putting the floors underneath the walls. So that's all accounted for anyway, but mostly the reason is because we're going to be insulating the floor from the top down, and so we need the walls to be up and the roof to be on and everything to be sheathed and dried in before we work on that. And so that's kind of why we decided to go the route that we did. So yeah, we're going to get to it, and hopefully we can get a wall up today.
When we were young, running from all things at once, without thinking twice. And I knew it would catch up, and that we would be the ones left behind. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. On this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time.
Hey folks, just blustery fall day. We're building a little mini wall here, so we've got 3 wall sections put up behind Kim right now, and what I want to do is tie that in perpendicularly to basically I call it a wall, but there's not much of a wall. It's mostly open concept. So what I'm building here is roughly a 4-foot plate that sits at the bottom, and then I'm attaching to that 2 jack studs that will support a header that's going to run from essentially the center of the building to the outer wall. And then on the other side, another set of jack studs that will support a similar header, not as long, that is going to go to that end. And then in the middle, I have the 2 columns. One that will support the ridge beam of the great room, and then a little bit over to the side, hence the roughly 4 feet wide, is the other column supporting the ridge beam here in the kitchen. So tying that all together, then me and Kim will pop that up into place. Bolt that down and secure it with some hardware, and then I'll install the headers on either side. What's nice is I don't have to create these big triple beams and out of 2x12s and that for the header that separates the great room from the kitchen, because one of the advantages of the ridge beam roof is that your gable ends actually aren't supporting. They're not a load-bearing wall. They're an exterior wall, but they're not load-bearing. All the weight of the roof is, one half is carried straight down the column to the foundation. The other half is split between the 2 walls. So in traditional, or I guess more modern roofs, if you're not using trusses, you use rafters. You need collar ties and rafter ties and all that fun stuff to keep your walls from spreading out, because all the weight of the roof is sitting on the walls. That's how that's built. So all that webbing in the trusses or the collar ties and rafter ties is simply to hold the 2 slopes, the sets of rafters together. Whereas, again, like I say, with the ridge beam, half your weight is sitting on those columns, so you only have the other half split up between the walls. Hey folks, just a quick PSA observation of ours. I just thought we'd share that in a moment because we just finished kind of going through the experiment. So if nothing else, and without getting into all kinds of crazy detail about off-grid systems, because there's other videos out there that are really well done, and I'm not trying to redo them or top them, but I just want to say this from our own observation. One thing, if you're looking into an off-grid system and it's not mentioned, you do want to look into either building yourself or you know, an out-of-box solution to pivot your panels. So today we just went through the experiment. I literally, with our system, it's hooked up to a boat winch, and because we know our batteries are fairly low because it's been cloudy for a few days, I know all the current coming from the panels is going to the batteries, so it's a very reliable kind of way to incrementally adjust the attack of the panels and then observe the current and voltage. And so I just shuttled back and forth between the system and kept incrementally tilting the panels until I reached that peak output, and then I went a little further and then watched it drop again and then dialed it back. And I could say for us it doubled the output, right? So I went from like 1.4 amps at 51 volts, because it is very overcast today, to 2.7 amps at 62 volts. So, you know, a little over double the power. So I would say that's worthwhile. As far as the rest of it, you know, again, not looking to get into all of that, just thought we'd share this little bit that, you know, it's pretty handy to be able to adjust the attack if you're going to be, you know, running a system like this up north where sun is not always a premium, especially at this time of year.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow, and the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night.
It's flush. We're almost at the top, but you got to push it down. Yeah. Now you got to go in.
It's got to go in more?
Yeah. So it's flush at the top, but at the bottom there's still a gap.
Oh yeah, it's got to come down.
Yeah. Nice.
How is it?
Awesome.
And it's flush?
It's a bit this way. Like
Oh yeah,
towards me.
no, I'm just talking about up against it.
It looks like it from here. Like I can't see light between.
So I gotta do is get it lined up with the wall. That's pretty good. Nope. Drifted a bit.
Yeah. Anyway.
Nice.
Please.
Al reusing a lot of the nails that we got from the farmhouse, so
Yippers.
it's working out very well.
fit. You gotta get right underneath it. So I can like lift it up on this end.
Yeah. Looks so great.
Isn't it good?
Yeah.
Isn't that wonderful?
You can really start to see it coming together.
Right now, me, like the Beatles.
Yeah.